Hey, 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 good morning. TGIF, it's Friday, and here we are with another opportunity to come together and to be together. I'm wearing number 7, a jersey that was the number worn by Colin Kaepernick, the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, who was daring enough to make a decision, not concerned about what people thought. And he took a knee during a national anthem. By now, it's been years, but we know what happened. We know the story there. And when I got dressed this morning and I was putting this jersey on, it made me think, what prevents a person who is miserable in his job or her job from making a switch? What stops us from making desired changes in our life? And to what extent are we inhibited by what we think other people's opinions of us are? Many of us, if we'll be truthful, we don't move, we don't do, we don't change, we don't go forward, we don't pursue dreams and other things because we're concerned about the opinions of others. We all want to be thought of, well thought of. We want to be liked. I know my goodness, I was one that always wanted to be liked. I made many decisions, and I can be truthful and transparent now. As I sit here and my 56-year-old self looks back at my 26, 36, 46-year-old self, boy, changes that have taken place. But one thing for sure, I was an individual that made many decisions for my life based on what I thought church people and other people would accept and would want. I didn't make things that I wanted to do because I was worried about the opinions of others. And many people that operate like this, you may be one, but many of us, when we operate like this, we're more concerned about being people pleasers and getting validation from people than we ought to be. Why would one continue to stay in a situation that makes them increasingly miserable? I soon realized a solution was to do what was right for me. It took me years to get to the place where I make decisions, what is right for me, and what I believe God is accepting. I'm no longer worried about people. I love people. I want to help people. I want to give to people. I want to pour into people. But I no longer care about the validation of people. I want God's validation, not people's validation. I want God to be pleased with what I do and what I say, not people. People have opinions, and they're going to offer their opinion sometime, and their opinions could be spot on and you could agree with what you're doing, or their opinion can be completely opposite of what you're doing. At any point, are you worried more about validation from people? What will other people think, rather than convincing yourself as to what God wants you to do and what's best for you? We cannot walk around worried about the validation of people. People also care too much about what other people think when they have a people-pleasing attitude. When you have a people-pleasing attitude, you're going to do and go out of your way to please people. But the question becomes, at the end of the day, is God pleased with what you've done? Is God pleased with what you said? Are you more concerned about pleasing people than you are about pleasing God? See, people also end up caring too much about what others think when they're not strong enough to carry their uniqueness. We've all been uniquely gifted. We've all been uniquely given talents and skills. And when you are not strong enough to carry your gift and your uniqueness and utilize it, you walk around worried about what other people think. But I'm here today to tell you, listen, don't give too much to what people think. Give much to what God thinks. Don't worry about being a people pleaser. You have uniqueness, unique qualities and abilities that have been given to you to be just that, uniquely you. Say that real fast. You have been designed to be an original, not a carbon copy. And the worst thing you can do is die being a copy of somebody else. I don't try to preach like T.D. Jakes. I don't try to teach like Creflo Dollar. I'm David Brock, and I bring it the way David Brock gets it from God. Now, he's a bad boy, don't get me wrong, but I don't worry about trying to be somebody else. Don't be a carbon copy of somebody else when you've been made to be an original. Don't worry about pleasing people. Please God and Him only. And I promise you, you will be happy in the end. I got to go. I'll talk to you next week. Be well. Stay strong.